What's up, everyone? Welcome back for my review of Alien Romulus. Now, this is going to be full of spoilers. There's no way that I can talk about this absolute dumpster fire of a film without talking spoilers. So if you haven't seen it and you don't want to be spoiled, come back after you've seen the movie, and, well, then you can hear my take on it. But overall, as you could clearly see from the thumbnail and title, this is a giant pile of trash. Honestly, the worst Alien movie ever made of all of them. And there have been some really bad Alien movies, but this one is by far the worst. That is very upsetting for me to say, and I was extremely disappointed because I wanted this movie to be really good. I love the Alien franchise. There's definitely been some hit or miss movies in the past, and from everything that I saw, all the advertising material, the hype was real for me. I was excited about this. And oh, was I extremely let down. It started off fairly good, and I thought, okay, we might see something really good here, but dear God, I don't know what happened. I mean, they literally took bits of every single Alien film and turned it into this giant snowball of shit and hit you in the face with it.
I'm so sorry about that.
And the amount of Alien lore that this movie destroys, I don't see how people enjoy this. They're saying this might be like the third best Alien film ever created. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Now look, there are some good things about this movie, okay? The practical effects that they used in this film were top notch. I love practical effects. If you're new to the channel and you've never watched any of my other videos, I love the use of practical effects, right? Those are king over anything else. But that couldn't save this movie in any way, shape, or form. Now, again, there are some aspects of this movie that I did really enjoy, and I thought that they could have done a great job. And it started off really strong. The main character, Rain, I really liked her. I liked the whole setup of what they were trying to accomplish, that they're this mining colony. They want to get out of there, right? And they're trying to, find basically a new life and not get stuck into this world because they have did their due diligence and they served their time to the Wayland Corporation, right? They just tack on more years saying, sorry, we're short on labor, so you got to do another, I think, 8 years or something crazy like that, right? So they're doing everything they can to find a new way of life and get out of their current situation. The guy who plays Andy, her droid, honestly was the star of the movie. I love the way that was portrayed. I love the fact that we saw a different type of android. The way that this actor was able to go from a good guy, kind of like simpleton, to then this very corporate thought process killing machine in a sense, you know what I mean, like mindset-wise, and then back to her droid was very well done. Some of the other characters, whatever. Now, the one girl that was pregnant, I found this out after the movie, but for some reason, the director made it very clear that the mystery dad of Kay's baby was her first cousin, Bjorn.
What?
I'm sorry, but you shouldn't be having kids with your first cousin. I think that's like a known no-no. So I'm not surprised as to why that creature that she gave birth to at the end was as disgusting and hideous as it was. And we'll get to that here in just a second. I did skip a couple things. Well, let's start from the beginning. Like I said, when we see the pieces of the Nostromo floating around, I mean, I know this might be very minor, but if you ever watched Alien, the very end, when the Nostromo exploded like a nuclear bomb, there would not be any pieces floating around that big, especially that says Nostromo on the side, right? Like, did we really need that member berry? I get it. A lot of movies have member berries. I like Deadpool and Wolverine. Member berries galore. Okay, I just didn't think this movie needed it. You don't need all those little member berries to make me enjoy an Alien movie. And the fact that we had so many, which I'm going to get into more, really just frustrated me more than anything. Once we got onto the abandoned space station so they can look for those cryostasis chambers, right? And we saw the original alien hanging there dead which was just insane to me. They were able to somehow find this alien floating around in space. That number one is just insane. Okay, that the odds of that are just absolutely ridiculous, but whatever, I get it. I understand it's a movie. But where are you getting face huggers from? Because Aliens, the second one, made it very clear that the eggs came from a queen. These other aliens are just kind of like the worker ants, right? Like their jobs are killing machines. They are to grab hosts and bring them to the little colony. They stick them up on the wall, right? The eggs open up, the face huggers go on, they plant their seed, and then poof, new ones pop out. There's no queen around. So where did they get more face huggers from? And if somebody says, well, maybe they were able to take the DNA from the alien and create these face huggers, well, how would you know that they even exist? There would be no evidence of a face hugger because the Nostromo exploded into nothing. So none of this makes any sense to begin with, that these face huggers are all over the place. Now, they were really cool, I'm not gonna lie, seeing that and them running around like that it was pretty intense. And then that one Asian girl finally gets one put on. But I will say this, everything in this movie was extremely sped up. If you remember from the very first one, right, it took a while for that face hugger to fall off of him, and then we see it eventually bust out of his chest. Everything felt sped up. Even the way the alien grew in size. Like, I feel like within 10 minutes, this thing turned into this massive, 8-foot monster. Whereas in the first Alien movie, you felt like, maybe a couple days went by or something. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but at least that's the pacing in the first one made it feel like, okay, this took some time. This, I feel like everything happened in a couple hours. Again, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. I might be. Wouldn't be the first time. Couple other things of lore breaking things here is that the alien is dragging dead bodies for these face huggers to latch onto and create more aliens. My understanding is that the host needed to be alive in order for the alien to grow. And that's why in all the other movies, whenever you would see these people clung to the walls, kind of like their little hive nest area, they were always alive. And then you would see the aliens pop out of their chest. And let me know if I'm incorrect. Please correct me in the comments. Getting back to some of the other memberberry parts, where Andy has the machine gun, right? And he's like, get away from her, you bitch. Oh my God, that was so lame and bad. It just felt so unnatural and stupid. The way this movie ended, Rain is narrating, just like Ripley did. I am the last survivor of XYZ. And mind you, Rain and all these people have never even been in space before. Yet she was able to throw on a spacesuit and go through all the things that she did. And how do you know how to do this? But hey, don't think about that. You have the action of aliens when there's multiple aliens coming down the tunnel, literally clinging to the ceilings. You have parts of Prometheus, which is how that deformed baby thing looked, which I really wish they got away from because Prometheus was a terrible movie. The whole black goo, oh God. And then when this disgusting, deformed incest baby came out of her, and it was like, kind of nestled up to her at first. It was exactly like Alien Resurrection. So this movie stole from pretty much every single Alien movie that has ever been on screen. That whole third act, I was like, what the fuck is going on? The fact that we had to use the droid from the first movie. Why did we have to try to emulate Ash? It wasn't Ash, it was like Rook, I think was his name. But why did we have to use his face? Obviously Andy was somebody else, and in Alien 2, we had a different actor play an android. You could have at least used him if you wanted to. You had to use Ash's look and literally same voice. That was so cheap and like just felt disgusting. Like, come on, man. You could have used anybody else. Give us something new. Give us something fresh. But nope. Everything is just a rehash of the past, and this was just an absolute massive disappointment. Very, very upsetting. I will never watch this movie ever again. Like I said, I liked how it started. I liked what it was potentially could have been. But dear God, this was just atrocious. And they completely ruined a great opportunity to make a great Alien film. In my opinion, at least, like I said. I know a lot of people out there disagree with me. Call me an idiot or a moron all you want. That's fine. We can disagree all you want. But you got to let me know in the comments why. Why do you love it so much? Why do you think it's the best? Let me know, because no, I can't. No way. This is garbage. That incest, disgusting Prometheus baby at the end was the worst thing. I literally burst out laughing in the theaters when I saw that. Oh my God. I mean, even that whole pregnancy scene where she gave birth in the chamber was from Prometheus as well. Is so bad. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. As always, I definitely appreciate you guys watching the video. Whether you liked the video or didn't like the video, hit like or dislike. It helps me, and I do appreciate it. And until next time, you guys take it easy.